Hello, everybody. Guess what? Before we start the connection solve, I'm going to announce all the players who are slated to participate in the September team competition. If your name is mentioned as we go through them real quickly and you do not want to play and I made a mistake, let me know in the comments and I will remove you from the list. Equally importantly, guys, if your name is not in the list, but you would still like to play, guess what? It's not too late. Let me know in the comments, and I would be more than happy to have you join because right now we're going to be listing off 35 players. So one more would make it 36. Since we're going to have 4 teams, that would be 9 per team. That wouldn't be bad, but I would love to have 40, so we have 10 per team and even more, okay? So here we go, guys. And again, if I mention your name, but you cannot play in September, let me know and we'll have you removed, okay? Here we go. I'll just go 4 at a time since I had to transition each time we have 4 new players. We have Advanced 495, App Guy, Art, that's me, Ascension. Now let's move up, and here come our next 4. We've got BMS Houston, Brandon Baker, Bray, and we've got Cable Wire. Next up, we've got Cheryl, Connor, D-Bone, and Dora. Then next we've got Edward, Ellen, Evelyn, and Forshaken. Also, guys, let me know if you'd like me to address your name or have your name written down a little bit differently because we'll be going over results quite a bit throughout the month of September. All right, so who's next? G3 Holiday, Geraldo, Jason, and Joe. Okay, and next up comes Martin, Matamuertes, Melanie, and Michelle. Okay, we have a new player. That's going to be Miles, Aranye, Paul, and Randy. Then we have Ross, T. Clark, T. Steinlauf, Tom C. And the final 3 are Toolbox Toast, Viking 67, and Zep Girl. So we're going to transition now right into my connection solve. But again, please, if I mention your name and you cannot do September, let me know. You'll be removed. And if you would like to join and you weren't in that list, please let me know now. I'll have a pinned comment. You can tell me in the pinned comment if you'd like to be a member. And I promise you, on the next round, when we do a live randomization of all the players to a respective team, I'll make sure that you're part of that. It'll be super exciting, and I can't wait. So with that in mind, guys, enjoy my solve for the final day of the individual competition for August. All right, guys, so without further ado, let's see how Art will finish off the month. I'm currently tied with a few other folks for 5th place, so barring any disasters today, I should not do any worse, right? I should not do any worse. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's hit play. Okay, let's remove the directions. I think by now we are all experts in this game. We could explain it to anybody. And here we go. The screen looks perfect. We've got chips, crackers, bingo, nicks, apples, wings. I don't know why I'm pluralizing them. Scratch, lumber, fry, ding, nachos, just because they sound a little bit better in the plural. Correct, right, flap, yes, and popper. All right. Well, once again, they have hit my sweet spot. I see a whole bunch of food items. Yeah, but too many. Chips, crackers, apples, wings could be chicken wings, nachos, and poppers. Oh, I love jalapeno poppers. So that's 6 items. That's too many. So we're not going to start to fool around with those. Okay, however, we are going to start to fool around with these. I think I just see some synonyms for, like, stating the affirmative. Yes, right, correct, bingo. Yeah, and guess what? There's nothing else. So that should be a nice, easy warm-up category. I would just call it stating the affirmative or responding, responding in the affirmative to a question. I mean, how else to say it? So the thing that's annoying is they use the very word that you would love to say, like just saying it's right or it's true. But so you just need a more general way to describe it. But we'll just say answering in the affirmative, right, guys? I think that'll do the job. So let's submit that and see how we do. Response to a correct answer. Okay, that's fine. They use their own term within the title, but that's fine. Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, but wow, that shade looks a little bit like a more of an olive colored green than the brighter green that they use. Interesting. I also heard through the grapevine that, and this is just a very observant viewer, namely Dora A, says that it no longer says that we're in beta mode. So maybe, they've ironed out all the wrinkles and they've, figured out that this is a successful game. Maybe this is like a slightly new color they're using. Or maybe something happened to my monitor. I don't know. In any case, as you notice, guys, I do have a little bit of some attention deficit disorder. I get very distracted on the silliest things. Okay. Now what's next? I see something pretty cool here. And again, I think I see only 4 of them, and I bet this will be the more advanced category because it's where you have to add the secret word. So I saw the lumber and I didn't see it connecting with anything, but then I immediately saw apple, and which is great because I think we can get rid of a food. And I was just thinking of the cereal Apple Jacks, and I think we had that maybe ages ago. Or maybe it was like characters that are mascots for cereals. In any case, Applejack, Lumberjack, Flapjack, and Crackerjack. Perfect. And we get rid of another food item. Okay? So I think these are just jacks, and I'm going to predict that that'll be the purple category. We're obviously not doing them in order. Okay? But it should be purple because secret hidden words usually are purple. Yes, indeed. We nailed it. Okay. Now, are we down to 4 foods? So fry, I'm a little concerned about because that could be to fry something or it could be a French fry. But we'll hold it for now. We've got wing. Oh, shoot. Nope, we still have 5. So that's no good. That's no good. Okay, but on the other hand, if you look at the opposite words, you've got nick, scratch, ding. These are all ways of like, what could you say? You could say ways of like tarnishing something, ways of not defacing something, maybe marring something, right? To kind of like ruin it a little bit, to defect it, to make a defect. That's how I would call it. So when you nick something, scratch something, ding something, and perfect, when you chip something, right? These are all ways of making a defect, or I don't know, like I said, maybe mar or to ruin something. Let's see if we get that. Now, the category I would predict that is going to be, I would probably, it's not green. Interesting. The fry wing nacho poppers has to be yellow because people will relate to that. So I'm going to go blue here. Yes, and these colors are different, guys. I'm telling you, right? They kind of like they've lessened the hue a little bit. It's got like a little bit less neon effect and a little bit more subdued. Let me know if you like it and if you agree that you notice the same effect. And we are left with our final category. Nachos, wings, fries, and poppers all sound great. I would call those appetizers. Those are appetizers. Thing is that they didn't pluralize it, so I guess to be a little bit more accurate, you could say appetizers, but in the singular form, or individual appetizer pieces. I don't know. I think we're gonna get it, guys. As long as it has appetizer in it, we should be good, right? Yes, appetizer units. Perfect. And look at that, guys. Yes, they have played around with the colors, haven't they? I don't mind it one bit. It looks pretty cool to me. In fact, it's just a little bit more subdued, which is pretty cool. And we ended on a perfect note. At least I did. And I do hope that all of you guys did extremely well today. I don't think that was hard one bit. There was nothing too obscure like those Egyptian symbols and those fonts. These are all super easy. You just have to get the jack. Once you get jack, you're going to be in great shape. And that's not too hard because lumber really sticks out, right? Lumber really sticks out. And that's the only word that you can really, attach to it. So there you have it, guys. That was spectacular. And so now we start on a clean slate, don't we? Because guess what? Tomorrow's Connections is going to be the team. So we now need to slide over and begin our team assignments. I bet you can't wait to see who you're going to be paired up with. So let's go ahead and take a look.